So if you're a service-based business owner, the best way to increase your conversions, leads, and even sales from your business is to completely optimize your website and system to turn traffic into customers. So in this video, I'm going to show you web design trends that will explode your business in 2025. Let's hop into my computer and I'll show you. All right, so let's talk about web design trends that will explode your business in 2025. So the first one, let's just hop right in, is called custom illustrations, right? So the thing is, there are two things that you must portray in your business and your website to succeed in today's market. If you don't have these two things, you're completely out of luck. And these two things are uniqueness and creativity. If you don't have any uniqueness in your actual business and website, people are going to see your business as a cookie cutter business and they're going to have no reason to buy from you. And if there's no creativity in your website or business, you'll never be able to convince your ideal client to work with you. So let me give you an example of a website that is not doing this well at all. So if you scroll down and take a look here, this website is called roadsideamerica.com. And I'm sure you guys can see this looks like it's a website made from 2001. Just very simple. It has nothing really going for it. It's just so simple and basic. There's nothing special about it. And that's really bad. The thing is though, if your website looks like this, generic, boring, non-creative, it's going to completely repel your ideal client. You're scaring off your ideal client every single time they're on your website, and that is bad because you're missing out on thousands of dollars and growing your business effectively. So because of this, we need to add uniqueness, and to add uniqueness and creativity to your website and increase conversions, I suggest adding custom illustrations, right? So what custom illustrations are, they're photos and graphics specifically made by a professional for your business. Now, to give you an example of a website that is doing this very well, this website is called Pixel True, and this page, just take a look at the difference of this page. This page looks super unique and cool. You will never see this actual photo anywhere else, right? This photo is specifically made for this website, and you can tell it really, really fits the brand. And it talks about getting a superhero design team to grow your business, right? So because of this, people will go onto this page, look at this, and be amazed and be really eager to work with them because they're very different, right? So custom illustrations make your brand unique, they add brand awareness, and they increase the perceived value of your business. If they see a bunch of things that on your website that they can't find anywhere else, they're going to know that you worked super hard into making your website and business be set apart from the rest. So let me show you some places you can actually get custom illustrations. So you can go on Fiverr.com, that's a great place. You can go on Blush Illustrations, and one of my favorites is actually designpickle.com. And let me show you what that looks like. So this right here is designpickle.com, and you can see it does custom illustration services. You get to customize your exact brand image and idea from this website. It's super cool. Now, if we scroll down here, you can see some of the things they've done in the past. Like, just imagine having these super cool custom images on your banner or on your homepage. It'll completely set your business apart, right? You can be original, be creative. They have original artwork. They have unlimited request revisions. So doing something like this will be well worth the money, because as soon as someone hops on your website and they see a stock image or stock photos, it just screams boring, corporate, and fake. All right, so moving on to number 2 that you need to add to your business to increase conversion, sales, and to grow is full page headers, right? So the thing is, as soon as someone lands on your website, you want to grab their attention immediately. If you can't grab their attention immediately, they're just going to leave. I'm going to be honest with you, especially in today's social media age. It's super hard to get someone to stay in one place and actually buy a product that they need, or to go through and become a lead or book an appointment with your services, right? And the best way to get that attention is to have a gigantic header that they can't miss, right? If they go on your page and they see an amazing gigantic header that explains your business, what you do, and catches their eye, they're probably going to stay, right? So to give you an example of a website that does this, this website, of course, is called discord.com. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what Discord is. It's basically kind of like a chat app where you can chat with a bunch of people in a specific field or a specific area of interest. And you can see here they have a gigantic banner showing, the name of their product. And right under it, they have a place that explains the product really well too. It's a very cool design. And right here, they have a bunch of calls to action directly here, so people can immediately read what it says, get a basic rundown of what it is, and buy it directly. And they have a nice, cute, adorable little photo here of, their brand image. So it's really cool. So this is what you want. You want someone to land on your page and immediately know what you're about and be excited for it. Right now, full page headers are perfect because they are immediately eye catching, they're easy to put calls to action, and they add a level of sophistication and importance. So these right here are calls to action. So calls to action are basically where you can actually go and make your potential client do what you want, whether that be to buy a product, to become a lead, or to become an appointment, right? And doing this adds a level of sophistication and importance because it shows you that your business is super focused on one thing, which is getting them to become a customer. You don't have a bunch of things running around. It's very focused. Now, I will say as well, another good point is to make sure you have all of your headers and calls to action on the left side, because the thing is, though, people usually scan from left to right. So since people scan from left to right, you want to make sure the first thing that they see is the ability to become a customer of yours, right? So let's scroll down here and take a look at number 3, which is white space. So the thing is, I'm sure you've heard the term less is more. Now, that is super true in a lot of things, and a lot of things is not so true, but especially in web design, it is very, very true for honestly most of the time, right? So the thing is, if you have way too many things going on with your website, that will just distract your potential customers. It'll give them basically ADD. They'll not know what to do, and in turn, they'll just do nothing, right? So let me give you an example of a website that really is just not focused and something you shouldn't follow. So this website here is called MSY Technology, and I'm sure you guys can see this. Looking at this right now is just giving me anxiety already, right? Like looking at all this stuff, it has a bunch of these little banners here. It has a bunch of things here, a bunch of products. It has places where you can go to their Twitter, Facebook. It's just like, I don't even know what this is about, right? And this just confuses people. It's just really just not appealing at all. And if someone lands on your page and they look at something like this and they don't feel good, they're not going to buy from you. I guarantee it. So the white space is the empty space between the objects on your website. So this right here is a white space. Oh, there's a white space here, white space in between here. So anything where there's nothing, right, is where white space is. Now, a lot of people think you need to add a bunch of stuff to really make people stay on your website, but it's honestly the opposite. You don't want to add too many things to overwhelm people. So the thing is, you want to use the white space to your advantage to lead your potential customer down the right path. So whatever that is, right? Buy your product, become a lead, book an appointment. It leads them to making the right choice in your business. Now let's look at a website that does white space and uses it very well. So this website here, of course, you guys know is apple.com. Now Apple, of course, is #1 in design, and you can see if you want to have a great design and for your website, this is a great model to model after. You can see here that it's so simple. They just have literally the word MacBook here. It says light years ahead. That's literally it. There's nothing more to it, right? Super simple, and it just has a picture of the actual product, and then you can actually watch the film of them designing it, and that's it. That's literally it. You only have a couple of options. Look at it here. You can go to the search bar or the navigation bar here, or you could just scroll down. Right, you keep scrolling down. So there's not many options with this, which is perfect. That's exactly what you want in your business so that people can make the right decision, right? So let's move on to number 4, which is mainly optimizing for mobile on your website. So literally everyone is on their phones today. Literally everyone's on their phones all the time. No matter where you go, people basically, they can't live without them, right? Because phones are for entertainment, they're for safety. A phone is used for basically everything you could ever use. People run entire companies on their phones. It's so important to have a correct, good phone nowadays. And it only makes sense that most of the traffic to your website will come from mobile. I mean, right, because everyone's on their phone 24/7. Now, let me give you a statistic that makes sense and proves this fact. This statistic says that 58.67% of global website traffic comes from mobile traffic. 58%, that's more than half, right? More than half of the world is going to be on your website, most likely from their phones. So because of this, you have to make sure you optimize for mobile. But the thing is, so many people don't do that. So many people don't optimize for mobile at all. They just treat mobile as an afterthought, but they're literally missing out on potentially 50% of their clientele. Usually, if you go to a website on mobile, they load slower and their page is not proportionally designed correctly, so things look weird on mobile. It's not optimized, and it just ruins the whole experience on mobile. And that's a big thing that people are missing. So let me give you 3 things you can add to your mobile version of your website right now to optimize it better and to increase conversions and to make it just a much better experience for your potential customer. So the first thing you can add is mobile-friendly payment options. So Apple Pay, Android, Samsung Pay, super easy to implement. Once you implement this, I guarantee your business will grow because it'll be so much easier for people to buy your products and work with you. Right now, number 2 is to implement push notifications. So push notifications are notifications on your phone, right? The notifications you always get from text and other things. And there's a ways where you can add that in your website to be on someone's phone. So whenever there's new updates about your business, your potential customer will be notified. And number three is to add a live chat. So a live chat is a little widget you can add in the bottom right corner of a website that lets you contact customer service directly. So if you have any questions that you might have about your business, it's perfect to add that on mobile because people are usually texting on their phones anyway. So they can just ask a quick question. It goes directly to the business owner and they can answer it immediately to turn them into a customer, right? Because the faster your questions are answered, the easier it is for them to become a customer because they understand you're serious about your business and you're attentive. And if you guys want to learn more about how we build websites for service-based business owners to completely optimize their conversions and automate their entire business systems, then I have a link in the description. And if you click on that link, there'll be a video that explains exactly how we do that. Take care.